emdlalweni.
The summer of the year 2017 will remain in Mhlengi's memory forever. One minute, he was looking forward to the December holidays and starting high school the following year. The next, he's on a hospital bed, fighting for his life.
Ungayenza kanjani operation yaseswini yasezandleni? Appendix ihleli best kwabantu bashone at least. Akaze ngizwe kuthiwa waphuma izandla neenyawo because of the appendix.
When he went to the first operation, they were told why they are going there. When they went for the second operation, they were told also. When they went for the third, they were told also.
When children complain of a sore stomach, mothers often administer a home remedy and hope that the problem goes away. It often does. But for Mhlengi's mom, it proved to be the beginning of her worst nightmare.
Kale egula ephethe isisu ephalaza waya clinic, like our local clinic la Lindelani umhla 2 December. So bamnikeza amaphilisi izinto ezazibabezama ukumsiza, including amaphilisi ezikelemu babetshela kanjalo. Into akasizakala kuyona kuphela ngalobo busuku noma ngalolo suku ukuphalaza kwama wayeka ukuphalaza, but then ubuhlungu baqhubeka baba khona. Then ngomhla 3 December sikhuluma ngo2018 wahamba waphinde clinic because wayengekho ngcono. That's when clinic refer to esibhedlela eKing Edward.
Upon arrival at the hospital, Mhlengi had x-rays done on him, where it was discovered he had a bowel obstruction and would have to go under the knife.
So, emebuya lapho theater, wayebuya ehlinziwe, like kanje ngangabona ukuthi kwenzakalani kuyena ngaphakathi, but ngangibona amabhandishi. Angitshela ukuthi mama mina angithungiwe because angazi bathi basazophinda beyongiwasha. Udokotela wakhe ngitshela ukuthi engichazela ngena ukuthi ku-appendix bayifica iqhumile kanjena, isisu sakhe besigcwele like ilokhunjani ubovu. Uzo ngomthetho kufanele ngabe bamyisa e-high care or ICU, but then abakhonanga ngoba ama-lift wabo awasebenzi afile, abakwazi ukuthi bamyise e-ICU umntwana noma e-high care. Wathi ngoba engathungiwe kanje there are chances ukuthi angapick up i-infection njobe akufanele abe lapha ewadini.
Let's first agree we are digressing because functioning lifts affect everybody. All right, that's the first part. The second part is he was operated with or without a functioning lift.
After this operation, things began to take a turn for the worse.
Mhlengi lutho. Mhlengi respond umhlengi lutho akasho lutho. Kodwa amehla avulekile. Ngibuze kuyenzakalani. Bathi uyagula umhlengi, uyagula odokotela bebabaza ukuthi nje uyagula umhlengi. Ufikiswe la udokotela emphethe ngezandla because ama-lift awasebenzi.
Mhlengi's mom tells us of the first time she noticed a change on Mhlengi's hands and feet.
Wejuluka kakhulu, ejuluka. Kodwa mawuthinta izandla ziyabanda. Zishintsha umbala ziba blue. Nje ziyinto embi nje. Engathi ziyasha ziba blue. Hawu kanjani neenyawo. ziyabanda izandla neenyawo.
To this day, it remains a mystery as to how a problem that began in her son's stomach could eventually end up affecting his limbs.
Ngiyadideka ukuthi inehlanganisa isisu nezandla. Ungayenza kanjani operation yasesiswini yasezandleni? Appendix ihleli best kwabantu bashone at least. Akaze ngizwe kuthiwa waphuma izandla neenyawo because of i-appendix engiqala ngqa.
Every time she went to the hospital, she would find her son's situation much worse than the previous time she had seen him.
Kusemilwe izimpethu. Bathi bafike bambhandisha after kade ngibuza kabhandishiwe ngana ngibuzanga umuntu ngabuza kuyena. Bafikile after mina bambhandisha. Kanti ngicabanga ukuthi bavalele impethu ngaphakathi. Zakhula zaphethuza ngendlela yokuthi Mhlengeni uthi Thambo walibona.
Although she was receiving updates about her son's condition, sometimes she would get lost in the medical jargon.
Athi udokotela kumina angitshele ngento ekuthiwa i-adrenaline. Adrenaline mina qobile dumisa angiyazi noma iyaphuza noma iyajova noma yenziwani. Athi sayisebenzisa i-adrenaline kumhlengi because umhlengi wayeyidinga to sustain life. But then i-adrenaline kamhlengi i-adrenaline masifaka kumhlengi yanciphisa umthambo kamhlengi. Kuthiwa adrenaline ofaka i-adrenaline leyo umthambo wakho uba half size walokho kade uyikhona. Unfortunately ekamhlengi yavaleka kusho udokotela. So manje ithini way forward?
The next time she saw her son, he was begging to have his limbs cut off.
Masingene wodini imina noma mncane. Athi usisi wami omncane. Athi ngithi ngiyangena athi mama unganqabi. Athi ungasanqaba ma. Athi ungasanqaba. Ungasanqaba ziyangidla impethu. Ngithi mnteba ngangizile ukuzonqaba ngizokusupporta kwenzakalani. Athi ngidliwa izimpethu umuvuleleni umama bona. Ungasanqaba ma. Nami angithandi kodwa ngiyavuma njengamanje kodwa ayikho into engizoyenza wakhala. Wasikhalela ngalo ndlela Mhlengi. Satideka sayikhalela nathi.
This is 14-year-old Mhlengeni. He tells me of the state his limbs were in when he begged his mother to allow them to amputate him.
Izandla zami neenyawo zami kwakhukhumele kunamaqabuza ngiyacwela amanzi. So babezama ukwahliza bacela bathi kumele nge-theatre la ka-left impethu ngangiyibona iphuma. La ithambo lami ngilibona ngangibona ukuthi isandla sami siyazi sanje sasingaqathani.
Mhlengeni says he was ready to have his limbs amputated, but he's dismayed with the manner in which he was told about the amputation.
Lela aqhamuka ngayo malume waqhamuka ehleka. Waqhama nesibali uveza igiziyo lakhe lokufakelwa utshela ukuthi kanje la. Sebese kutshela lo ndoda ukuthi bazoqabula izandla neenyawo. Uyahleka akangitshela ukuthi hayi sorry mkhulu kuzoze into kanje uthi uyahamba futhi uyabona nje ukuthi uyayihlekela nganakini.
Although he was only 13 at the time, Mhlengeni knows that his situation should have been handled with more sensitivity.
Agcwele bangitshela bachazelele bangikhathela isho before ngiye theatre. Bangitshela ukuthi okay mfana kwenze into kanje izinto ekhe sikwazi ukutshela zokuthi kwenzakalani khona uzofika kulesimo. So kutshela basongcono at least bangazizwa usiyoyiqala izandla neenyawo. Manje angazanga papa basayingekho.
When he woke up after his double amputation, most likely heavily medicated, Mhlengeni says he remembers feeling a sense of relief.
Ayi ngalolo suku ayeke into ayibuya kahle. Ngajabula ukuthi bayisusile ngoba ngase ngabi impethu. Ngajabula ukuthi nje lese sasila ka left sona sasiwest. Sona ngaqala ngathi ubona asikho. Ngijabulela sona and ngangise ihlokweni. kodwa abayibuyanga kahle kakhulu.
Unfortunately, this sense of relief was short-lived. The meds started to wear off, and reality began to sink in. Soon, it was time for him to return home.
Ngazizwa kabi khona. Ngoba ngazange ukuthi abantu balanga bafisa kanjani. Abantu balanga bayazi ngihambela kuney'nyawo. Manje bangasenginje. Kunzima fana abantu. Kubenzima kakhulu. Usuke esibhedlela usendawo abantu abakwazi ukwazi uyihambela unezandla. Dudu izandla isekho nenyawo azikho.
Being back home means being thrust back into life. Life as you know it, only this time, for Mhlengeni, it would be without his hands and feet.
Abantu bala bebona ukuthi abangithathi serious yabo. Mina abantu balani. Ngigcineni incazelo ngiyazi ukuthi incazelo sibhede ngayuni usapho. Ngidinga kakhulu incazelo ukuthi hayi izandla zami zayiqayuliwe. Ngangena nginesandla ngiphethwe isizwe. Why izandla zami zayiqayuliwe? Ndiwazi yoncazelo abantu. So izandla zami zayiqayuliwe. Angazi nabanye uma bangibuza naba akanayo incazelo.
Running errands like going to the shops have become a mission for Mhlengeni.
Bengicela ngisho ukuyesitolo, bengisabi ukuyesitolo. Even bangiyesitolo, begqoka ijakhethi ilangashisa ngenzela ukuyifihla kubantu. Umuntu azaqala ukujwayeza lempilo le uma niceba. Uthi kumele khambe free kasembuto.
He feels angry that it has been 2 years and he has never received an explanation as to what led to his arms being chopped off.
Umuntu uyisaba kakhulu, umuntu uyakubuza. Asawubulu indaba kwenzakaleni, ngizokuchazela ngisini incazelo ngayazi. Akazi ukuchazela ngisini izandla zabakazi aqayula ngenxa yani. Umuntu uma ebuza ukuthi kwenzakalani uzomphendula ngisini. Ngizothi kanje ngagula kuphethwe isisu, nesting izandla zenyawo ingasekho.
Mhlengeni looks back on the days before the amputation with heartache, as they may be forever gone.
Angithandela ukuyi-actela lokugijima kuyigijimela esportini. Manje ngeke ngigijime esakwazi lezi nyawo agijime nje awufiki nje ufika lapha egethini. Agijimeki. Even manje ngisho uku-acta into engayiboni yenzeka leyo.
Mhlengeni lives with his parents, younger sister, and Mhlengeni in a single-bedroom house. She gives him a helping hand with house chores like the laundry.
Impilo yakhe ishintshile kakhulu because isikhathi esiningi bewumuntu okwaziyo ukuzenzela izinto zakhe noma ngabe yini kufanele ayenze bekazenzela yena. Kodwa njengamanje akasenzi akasakwazi sekufanele asizwe, makagezwe yasizwa, uyawashelwa uMhlengeni. To enye into noma ephume eminyango ukuyodlala nabanye abantwana. Kodwa nje isikhathi esiningi umuntu othanda ukuyihlalela endlini because abangani bakhe abanye bayiqhelisa kuyena.
Mhlengeni says that Mhlengi's amputations have brought him a lot of self-shame.
Khona abantu abazivakashela uthola ukuthi bajwayelwe yithina noma bajwayelwe uma wakhe. Yena mhlambe abantu angakabajwayeli. Mhlambe uzomfica ehleli la then uzosuka mhlambe shone ekamereni noma ezela empedeni wakhe ambathe akhave ama stamps wakhe. So lapho sesinothise khona ukuthi unawo amahloni. Akakabi well comfortable ngale situation yonke.
Because
after the ad break, we visit the Department of Health of KwaZulu-Natal.
What assistance in terms of therapies have they been receiving? They are saying none, and we've arranged to they should. Now it's coming to me. It's coming to for my. Should I answer or should I stop?
After obtaining consent from both Mhlengeni's parents, we sat down with the occupational therapist to get to grips with the impact of Mhlengi's injuries.
The lower limb injuries, it's bilateral amputation, and he then has to have bilateral prosthesis of both lower limbs. And even with the upper limbs, his both upper limbs have been amputated. So now he's got significant functional limitations.
Occupational therapists work with people with mental health problems, disabilities, injuries, and impairments to develop, recover, and/or maintain a meaningful existence.
His mother cannot be able to go and be independent and go to work like any other mom. There's an extra burden that has been created by this kind of a condition, you know. So he would require someone to undress him and dress him right now. And it's kind of difficult to say, even if he can have a good prosthesis, that he will be able to have that independence.
Mhlengi's therapist, Andiswa Goa, says Mhlengi's entire world needs to be completely reconfigured in order to adapt to his new condition.
What happens as Mhlengi grows up, you know? So if he has to be independent and stay on his own, we need to look at adjusting the heights of the cupboards at home. We've done an assessment where he can be able to climb a ladder or something like that. But the challenge is if he's alone, or there has to be somebody else to make sure that he doesn't fall when he does those things. For him, you need to have a special type of a tape that he has to use, because he won't be able to use a normal tape. And interestingly, when I was speaking to the mother and Mhlengi, they even struggle if they have to go to the mall, because the mother has to go in the toilet with him, because he can't zip, he can unzip himself, he can't zip himself, and then when he has to wash his hands, he can't be guaranteed that the taps will be easily accessible to him.
After a lot of back and forth, we were finally granted an interview by the Department of Health in KwaZulu-Natal.
What assistance in terms of therapists have they been receiving? They are saying none. And we've arranged to they should.
Why after 2 years?
Now, it's coming to me, for my, should I answer or should I stop?
Maybe answers.
Yeah, so don't do it in another way.
Why is the
Okay.
assistance coming after so long, sir?
Now, I'm saying to you, the report comes to my office now, and the report they are giving me, they are saying they've spoken with the past CEO of the hospital, who's not there anymore in the department. They've spoken with the ombudsperson of the department, who we still have to find out what happened after that. So to answer that question as to what happened after those initial engagements, we cannot say to you, this is the reason.
Dr. Shabalala denies that the department is only stepping up now that the media has become involved.
Maybe I'm overestimating my importance here.
No, the ball is not rolling because of you. Because I mean, the first thing when I was given the information about the case, he will tell you, I said, what have we done? Because the first picture I was given was a picture of a young man without limbs. And I said, I'm looking at these limbs, where are the prostheses? And I was told, no, the prostheses are there. And it's not a donation from yourself.
Neither Mhlengi nor his family have received any psychosocial therapy to empower them for life with Mhlengi as an amputee.
Have we done enough to say psychologically he's fine, the family is fine and everything? Probably we could have done more. And we are then saying, going forward, we're engaging them and we're going to see what else can we do.
These promises were made on the 4th of October 2019. Nothing has come of them yet.
Hayi, ngiyabazoda kakhulu. Ngiyabazoda kakhulu abodokotela bezalento kumina ngoba ucabanga mhlawumbe ngake wabanye odokotela. Babazoyenza imizamo ukuthi kugcine ngise-high care. Ngabuye leyo dini yothola infection. Ngoba lokho engikuzwayo manje.
The issue of what is the causal factor, it's when already there is a sore or there is a wound. You are hardly able to say what caused this wound.
Umoya muphukile ngikude ukuhila kulento. Ngikude ukuhila akaze bangitshela ukuthi kwenzakalani ngaphandle kwale adrenaline. sathenjiswa abantu abathile abayizikhulu ezithile zakhona kwa health ukuthi bayeza bazosichazela namhlanje kaze bafike. Ekugcineni mangibuza manje even on WhatsApp umuntu okade wokugcina bengimthembile ukuthi lolu daba uliphethe kahle akasabuyeli futhi naye kumina. Ngibona ukuthi bathulile bagenca baqeda.
The Dumisa family is currently in the process of seeking legal advice to deal with the Department of Health in KwaZulu-Natal.
We always encourage people to actually go back to the place that treated them. So you'll go back to that healthcare facility and lodge a grievance, because all facilities have a grievance process. If that fails, there is a health ombudsman who is available to help people that are aggrieved in both the public and the private sector. So how the health ombudsman works is you will lodge your claim or your complaint rather about that facility. And when I say facility, it could be something that they did at the facility. It could be treatment that was incorrect. You could have just felt like they weren't looking after you properly. So they may have spoken out of turn. They may have given you the wrong medication.
The Department of Health has cleared itself of any wrongdoing through apparent reports that have only been seen by them. Besides having asked for these, the Dumisas have been shunned.
I've read at least 2 separate reports, and one of them is from somebody who was not in touch with the patient at all during his time of management in our institutions. That is from the clinic until the hospital. And having read those reports, the one report particularly from the independent doctor that we consulted, the one statement, which I'm going to say it because I've told the family, is that worse could have happened. And the family themselves, they tell you at some stage the child had to be assisted in terms of the functioning of the kidneys. So there is no way I'm saying when I read those 2 reports that doctors were negligent here, that doctors were negligent there. I couldn't find anything on those reports.
It's pain and suffering, loss of amenities of life, the disability, the disfigurement that he suffered. In this case, looking at just the double amputation below the knee, I would look at something similar to that 9.5 million in the precedent case. I can't comment on the hands. It's difficult to find one that is exactly like his, where he's lost almost both of his hands and both of his legs at the same time.
What Department of Health angizu spoon feed ukuthi ungenzele ini. Kodwa umuntu nomuntu olapha ya phezulu emnyangweni akakethatha le situation ayibhekise kuyena ebese buka ukuthi yini yena beke ngayi-expect enengane elimale kanje esibhedlela waqeda wangaqonda ukuthi kwenzakale ini. Angifuni ukubatshela ukuthi benze ini because kube ngazuthi ngiyabafunza abenze lento bebezofisa yenziwe kubona right ebizobathokozisa noma kwaziwa ukuthi ayikho iamount yemali noma yomuzi noma yemoto noma ibhano engabuyisa izandla zomntwana nezinyawo, but abenze right futhi asingisibona isidingo sedelay because le akekho ngazi ukuthi ayikazi bekhona. Ayikho impilo engikwazi impilo nomhlenga ayiphileki njengamanje.
Sixephezela mhlawumbe zakufile ngaqondo. Kodwa egcineni vele kwasithola isixephezelo ngeyibuya izandla zami nenyawo zami. Ngasithola ngisho ama-1 billion ngeke ukuthi izandla zami nenyawo zami yibuye.